Terry Fator. You know, some names you just know. Terry Fator, winner of America's Got Talent, 2007. How many years ago is that?
17 years. This year will be the 17th year. That's something? Can you believe how fast it went?
So this little kid in Corsicana, Texas, at age, what, 8?
I was 10, and actually it was before Corsicana. I was in Dallas.
Okay.
And I accidentally found a book on how to be a ventriloquist when I was 10 years old. I went in to do a report on Valentine's Day, and I missed the VA, and I skipped over to the VE.
Oh my
gosh. And I just said, this looks like fun.
Talk about meant to be.
I know.
Wow.
Just meant to be.
And you got your first puppet at what, like 18?
10.
Oh,
well, my
10.
first professional puppet.
Okay.
My first puppet, I went down to Sears. You know, back in the day when Jimmy Nelson and Paul Winchell and Edgar Bergen, they were all popular.
Paul Winchell and Jerry Mahoney.
Oh yeah, Jerry Mahoney, and then Danny O'Day and Jimmy Nelson.
You got to throw those names out there first.
Oh,
we remember that.
Absolutely,
stuff.
And I got their records and cassettes, and I would get old records and cassettes of Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snerd, and I really just poured over them, and I just was obsessed with them.
Okay, so you're 18 years old. You have a professional puppet.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of years between that. America's Got Talent.
I started working professionally right away. I did. I went to college. I brought my puppet to college, Liberty University out of Lynchburg, Virginia. Uh-huh. And then right out of college, I joined a band, and we were a drug and alcohol awareness band named Freedom Jam. It was Young American Showcase, and we were taking drug and alcohol awareness and bullying programs to young people, whether it was elementary all the way through high school. And I had my puppet there too. And so I was a lead singer of a band, but my puppet would regularly do routines.
Okay.
And then I started my own band after that in 1987.
Okay, now wait, what did you do in the band?
I was the lead singer.
Anywhere it's up to you. New York, New York.
So I was always doing ventriloquism, and I did that for about 20 years.
Yeah.
And then in the early 2000s, maybe 2002, I thought, my dream since I was 10 was to be a professional ventriloquist. I want to be a ventriloquist. So I told the band, I said, you guys, y'all do your thing. You can take the name Texas a band. I don't care. I want to be a ventriloquist and see where I can go with this.
I think we should talk about your show.
Okay.
The Strat.
The Strat.
Yes.
It's funny. This is really, it's very appropriate. It's like full circle, because Danny Gans was such a massive influence on me. I was a singing ventriloquist, but I was not an impersonating ventriloquist. I did not do impressions until I saw Danny Gans.
I didn't know that.
I came to the Mirage. I went to the Mirage. I sat in the audience. I still remember the seat I was sitting in. And I watched him, and I'm just mesmerized. I'm thinking, this guy is the best entertainer in the world. But as he was doing all of his impressions, I'm thinking, I can do these. I can do that voice. I can do that voice. I can do that voice, because that's what I did.
Yeah.
With our band. We would do everything from, we would do a Randy Travis song, and then a Ozzy Osbourne song, and then we'd do a Garth Brooks, and then we'd do Guns N' Roses.
So now, how many impressions do you do?
I do over 200.
Well, let's talk about the show.
Okay.
In the show, how many puppets will we?
You're going to see all the main puppets.
First of all, we can call them puppies. We can call them dummies.
We can call them puppets, dummies, whatever. They don't have feelings.
Whatever you want to call them, it works.
It works.
How many of them in the show?
Close to a dozen, I think, you're going to see in the show. So, but it's going to be, and everything is so different, and everything is so new, and
how
so
many voices?
Many, a lot. In fact,
what does it say?
We will
one
be
man?
ending. Yeah, one man, 100 voices, 1,000 laughs. And one of the things is, in one song alone, I do 19 different impressions with 19 different puppets. So that's something to see live. So that's just one. So throughout the show, we'll be doing many more.
And will we hear the voice of Terry Fator?
That's a good question. I don't think I do have a song by myself in this. But the great thing is, I'm booking a show at the Smith Center with the Las Vegas Philharmonic in June of 25. You'll be hearing a lot of Terry Fator voices, but of course there will be puppets and comedy too. But we're going to really focus on letting people hear my natural voice. So the Strat show is more.
I've heard it. You're good.
Thank you.
You have a future.
Hey, the best compliment I can get is when somebody comes to my show and says, afterwards, they hear me sing and they say, I didn't know you could sing. And I'm like, yeah, good. That means you thought the puppets were really singing, and that means I did my job. And I hear it all the time. But what I was saying was, so Danny Gantz comes in and he does this. I see him, he inspires me. And then, of course, Danny Gantz started at the Strat. And so they told me he did. This was his first casino in Vegas. Okay. So here I am, the guy that inspired me.
I got Vegas World then, or was it?
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
But I didn't see him there. But I had been to the Strat, and it's kind of like, they said, do you want to move to the Strat? They said, no, you don't understand. It's been remodeled. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's incredible.
Isn't this a beautiful showroom?
The showroom knocked my socks off. And we walked into the Strat. Angie, my wife, and I, we went up to Top of the World, best restaurant in town, and we're looking around saying, whoa. So if you think the Strat is not an amazing place, you gotta come. And just come see the show and you'll be super impressed. There's not a bad seat. This is I'm so excited. You have no idea.
Now I know we've been talking a long time. They're going to cut us off in a little while, but we have to talk about some of the stars of the show. I mean, I would be remiss, and as well you would, if we didn't talk about Winston.
Winston, of course. Winston is a featured. Turtle. He's a featured part of the show.
So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, girl. You get creeping up on you, so just dance. Come on.
We got our Elvis impersonator, Maynard Tompkins.
Can you actually do an Elvis song for these people?
Well, that depends. Do you know an Elvis song?
Of course I know an Elvis song.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Ventriloquist. Could you sing like Elvis and not move your lips?
Because Dougie, the stoner, I guess we should say, the guy that lives in his mom's basement.
Mama, just cleaned my room, walked in and made my bed, gave away my Grateful Dead.
And of course, Walter T. Airedale, the cowboy, to do a little country.
If y'all are watching Forensic Files and your wife keeps saying, I ain't gonna make that mistake, you've been married too long.
So it's just great. I mean, all the cast of characters and many, many more are going to be in the show.
Who's your favorite character?
Winston is by far my favorite character. Although I have fallen in love with so many. I love Vicky the Cougar. Maynard Tompkins is one of the most fun to perform. Walter T. Airedale was the one I got. The actual puppet's the one I got when I was 18 for my birthday. 65 minutes long. Yeah. Oh, and we're gonna push it, man. We're gonna pack as much as we can into 65 minutes.
Well, you do.
It's gonna fly. You're not even gonna, and your kids won't get bored. We've got enough multimedia stuff to where that was one of the things I've struggled with is you bring your kids and kids are like,
you've enticed me.
Yeah, see, kids are like, yeah. So we've got enough multimedia thrown in. You know, kids love iPads, kids love TV, so they're going to be able to watch enough on television, and then they'll see a new puppet and a new routine. So it's going to be perfect for families.
I have seen other shows in this theater, so when you said that, it clicked into place that they really do a great job with the multimedia stuff.
They do.
All right, A Minute with Terry Fator. Favorite way to relax?
Video games, or Disneyland.
Favorite food?
I think Disneyland's number one.
Favorite food?
Favorite food, Mexican food.
Favorite?
Oh, no, chicken pot pie. My wife makes the best chicken pot pie on the planet. She's making it for me for my birthday, June 10th. She's going to make me chicken pot pie.
Favorite place to go?
Disneyland.
I love it. And 3 things that people don't know about you.
I'm an ordained minister, so I have actually performed a wedding with...
As I have.
Have you? Well, yeah, but I did it with Walter T. Airedale, the cowboy. People can come here and hire me to do weddings and choose one of the puppets.
I did it dressed as Peter Pan.
I love that.
And the groom was the Big Bad Wolf and the bride was Red Riding Hood.
That's fantastic.
And they asked me what I'd sew.
Okay, I love it.
Okay, 2 more things we don't know about you.
2 more things. Well, I think I already mentioned it, but I absolutely love playing video games. I've been a video gamer since I was about 5. My dad loved video games. He got me the Odyssey, and that was before Pong came out. It was called an Odyssey, and it was the original home video game. So I've been a video game nut since I was a kid.
I remember when we got Pong.
Remember Pong?
The kids,
yeah.
Oh my God,
I was obsessed with it. I know. I thought it was the best.
Well, the best is Terry Fator, the Strat Theater. Now, what days, what times?
We're gonna, well, the days and times. We play some weekends. We play between 4 and 5. We're gonna be doing at least 200 shows a year, and so just check my schedule. Go to terryfator.com.
And you're traveling too.
I travel too.
If
yes.
people in other places in the country
They
see
can.
this,
Mhm.
they've got to go to terryfator.com.
And it's a different show when you see us on the road.
Oh, how is it different?
Totally different. It's a completely different show from top to bottom.
Wow.
Yep. So you can come see this and then come see us, or vice versa. You can see us in your hometown and then come here and you'll see a totally different show.
Oh, cool. Terry Fator. What is it?
100 voices, 1,000 laughs.
100 voices, 1,000. Terry, it's a pleasure to see you up close and personal again.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you.
We are looking forward to seeing your show at the Strat
Thank you.
and to see Maynard.
Of
Wait,
course.
You didn't see Maynard.
Oh, Winston, you mean?
Well, Winston.
Oh, Winston, come
well,
here.
Maynard.
Well, he's
too.
taking a little nap.
Yeah, wait a minute. We got to
Yeah,
see.
I got rehearsal later, so it's kind of tough. I was just kind of.
Now,
Right.
now you've moved to this beautiful new theater. Did you get a raise?
I did, yes. In fact, I'm taking all Terry's money now.
Yeah. He's
And what-
always taking all my
and-
money.
And what are you doing with it?
Oh, well, of course, I'm investing in a nice little pond with shellless turtle girls,
Oh.
if you know what I mean.
Oh, Vegas. Vegas.
I'd like to see shellless turtle girls.
Do you gamble?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
What do you play?
Oh, I play shells, the shell game, of course.
Oh, okay.
That would make sense.
And how do you relax?
Oh, I relax by just Terry stops his show, and I can't move until he starts the next one.
Well, it's been a pleasure to see you again,
Thank you.
and I am coming to your show. Do you know anybody that can get you tickets?
Yeah, I do. Hey, man, just talk to me. I can get you tickets anytime.
We'll connect.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do
High
it.
five. There
All
you go.
right.
Okay, I'll see you at the Strat.
Yay!
Thank
You're going to
you.
love it, folks.
You will. You'll love
Okay.
it.
This has been Diane Davis, out and about.